Every day, the words you speak have a subtle yet profound influence on your mind and your perception of life. They are not merely sounds or expressions, but vibrations that interact with your inner being. When you choose your words consciously, you are shaping the way your mind responds to situations, the way your emotions flow and the quality of your thoughts. Each word carries energy, and when repeated consistently, it can either lift you into clarity and calm or drag you into confusion and unrest. Understanding this is the first step toward mastering your inner landscape. The act of speaking consciously is a form of creation. Every word you utter has the power to create experiences in your life, to manifest your intentions, and to influence your environment. By choosing 3 specific lines to repeat daily, you are setting a rhythm for your mind, training it to focus on what is essential and meaningful. These lines act as anchors, stabilizing your consciousness amidst the chaos of external events and internal distractions. When your speech aligns with your inner purpose, life begins to respond in a more harmonious and supportive manner. Repetition is not a mechanical exercise but a mindful practice. The 3 lines you speak each day become a mirror of your inner state, reflecting your beliefs, your priorities, and your emotional patterns. When spoken with awareness, they help you release negativity and cultivate qualities that elevate your experience of life. The mind, when trained through repeated conscious speech, becomes more disciplined, more perceptive, and more capable of handling challenges with balance and clarity. This simple practice slowly transforms ordinary moments into opportunities for growth. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. Saying these lines once in a while will not create significant change, but daily repetition establishes a rhythm that your mind begins to follow naturally. Over time, the vibrations of your words penetrate deep into your consciousness, influencing not only your thoughts, but also your actions and interactions with others. The effect is cumulative. Each day's practice builds upon the last, creating a stable foundation of awareness, positivity, and intention. It is through this steady process that transformation becomes tangible. The 3 lines you choose to speak daily are more than just words. They are instruments of self-alignment. They help you navigate life with presence, clarity, and purpose. By consciously choosing the language of your inner world, you shape the quality of your outer world. Your words become a reflection of your highest potential, a bridge between your thoughts and reality. In this way, daily conscious speech is not just a habit, but a gateway to living with intentionality, mindfulness, and harmony. When you begin each day with gratitude, you are training your mind to notice the abundance already present in your life. Gratitude shifts your attention from what is lacking to what is available. And this subtle change in focus has a profound effect on your overall state of being. The mind, when constantly seeking what it does not have, becomes restless and dissatisfied, but when it is guided to appreciate the small blessings, it experiences calm and clarity. This daily practice creates a natural openness in your heart, allowing you to connect more deeply with yourself and with others. Gratitude is not just an emotion, it is a conscious choice that influences the way you perceive the world. By acknowledging the life around you, you activate a sense of harmony within your mind. Every breath, every interaction, every simple moment becomes a reminder of the richness of existence. This awareness helps you navigate challenges with more ease as you are anchored in the recognition that life is always providing, even in ways that are not immediately obvious. The mind that practices gratitude sees opportunities instead of obstacles. Practicing gratitude daily helps to dissolve negativity and resentment. When you focus on what you are thankful for, It naturally diminishes feelings of envy, frustration or anger. This does not mean ignoring difficulties, but rather approaching life from a perspective that emphasizes the positive aspects alongside the challenges. The act of consciously acknowledging the good in your life fosters resilience and balance. You begin to realize that the quality of your inner state is not determined by external circumstances alone, but by how you choose to respond to them. Gratitude also expands your capacity for empathy and connection. When you are aware of the gifts and support present in your own life, you become more attentive to the needs and contributions of others. Relationships improve, interactions become more meaningful, and your sense of belonging strengthens. The energy of gratitude is contagious. It ripples outwards and influences the people around you, creating a more harmonious environment in both personal and professional spheres. Gratitude is a simple yet profound practice that realigns your focus and transforms your experience of life. By speaking a line of gratitude every day, you are reminding yourself of the abundance, beauty and potential that already exist within and around you. This daily acknowledgement becomes a powerful tool for mental clarity, emotional balance and spiritual alignment. Over time, it cultivates a mindset where joy and appreciation are not occasional experiences but the natural state of your being. Every person carries within them an immense potential that often lies dormant, waiting to be recognized. When you speak a line focused on possibility each day, you remind yourself that limitations are not fixed but fluid. Your abilities are not confined by past experiences or current circumstances, they are shaped by your willingness to explore, to take risks and to push beyond what seems comfortable. The words you repeat daily act as a gentle nudge, awakening the dormant energy within you that is capable of growth and transformation. Speaking of possibility cultivates a mindset that is open and expansive. Instead of seeing challenges as barriers, you begin to perceive them as opportunities for learning and improvement. This shift in perspective is subtle but powerful. It allows you to approach life with curiosity rather than fear, to experiment rather than hesitate. Each time you affirm your capacity to expand and grow, you reinforce a mental framework that naturally seeks solutions and embraces innovation. Possibility becomes not just an idea, but a lived experience that shapes your actions and decisions. The words of possibility also encourage resilience. When you remind yourself daily that you have the ability to overcome limitations, setbacks no longer define you. Obstacles become temporary and failure becomes a teacher rather than a verdict. By consistently affirming your potential, you strengthen the inner resources needed to persist, adapt and thrive. This creates a sense of empowerment as you realize that life is not merely happening to you. It is something you can actively shape through your choices and effort. Speaking of possibility nurtures creativity and inspiration. Your mind begins to explore solutions and ideas that previously seemed out of reach. By affirming growth and expansion daily, you cultivate a mental environment where innovation can flourish. The act of speaking possibility energizes your inner being, prompting action and engagement with the world in a constructive way. You start to notice opportunities that were always there but unnoticed, and you learn to harness them to create meaningful change in your life. Focusing on possibility is a practice of self-liberation. Each day, when you affirm your ability to grow and overcome limitations, you are consciously choosing to live beyond fear, doubt and self-imposed boundaries. These words become a constant reminder that life is vast and your potential is limitless. Over time, the daily repetition of this line transforms your perspective, aligning your thoughts, emotions and actions with a reality where growth, opportunity and expansion are always within reach. Letting go is one of the most powerful acts you can perform for your own well-being. When you consciously release fear, doubt and anger, you allow your mind to breathe freely and your heart to open. Holding on to these heavy emotions keeps you trapped in cycles of tension and frustration, preventing you from experiencing life fully. Each time you choose to let go, even in small ways, you create a space where clarity, peace and joy can naturally emerge. Letting go requires awareness and intention. It is not about ignoring reality or pretending that challenges do not exist, but about choosing not to carry unnecessary weight. When you repeat a line that affirms release every day, you remind yourself that the past does not define you and that worries about the future should not dominate your present. This daily practice trains your mind to respond to difficulties with composure and wisdom rather than reactive emotion. When you release negativity, your perception of life transforms. Anger and resentment cloud judgment and distort reality, making situations appear larger or more threatening than they truly are. By letting go, you regain clarity and can see circumstances with greater objectivity. Decisions become more thoughtful, relationships become more harmonious, and your own energy is no longer drained by holding on to things that no longer serve you. Letting go also creates emotional freedom. You no longer allow past hurts, mistakes or fears to dictate your behavior or mood. Each day, when you consciously release what binds you, you reclaim your power to live in the present moment. This freedom opens the door to joy, creativity and deeper connection with yourself and the world around you, because your energy is no longer consumed by unnecessary burdens. The practice of letting go is a continuous journey. It is a daily reminder that life flows best when you are not resisting its currents. By speaking a line of release each day, you cultivate an inner environment where clarity, peace and joy can thrive. Over time, this simple yet profound practice reshapes your entire experience, allowing you to move through life with lightness, presence and balance. When you speak words with full attention, you are engaging more than just your voice, you are engaging your entire being. Words are not merely sounds that travel through the air, they carry energy and vibrations that interact with your mind, body and consciousness. When your awareness is present as you speak, the words resonate deeply within, influencing your thoughts, emotions and actions in subtle but profound ways. Speaking without attention reduces them to empty sounds and their transformative power is lost. Awareness in speech is the bridge between intention and manifestation. When you consciously focus on the words you speak, you align your inner energy with their meaning. This creates a harmony between what you say and what you feel, amplifying their effect. Just as a seed sown in fertile soil grows into a strong tree, words spoken with mindfulness have the potential to shape your inner life, cultivate clarity and foster positive change. Without this conscious presence, even repeated words fail to take root. Repetition alone is not enough to activate the power of words. Saying something over and over mechanically is like casting seeds onto dry, infertile ground. They cannot grow because the necessary conditions are missing. Mindfulness is the water and sunlight for your words, giving them the ability to transform your inner landscape. Each time you speak with awareness, you nourish your mind, focusing your energy and intention toward the qualities you wish to cultivate in your life. When you pay attention to your speech, you also begin to notice the impact your words have on your environment. Vibrations are not confined to your inner world, they extend outward, subtly influencing those around you. Speaking with mindfulness improves your interactions, strengthens relationship, and fosters a more conscious presence in all aspects of life. Words, when charged with awareness, become a powerful tool not just for personal transformation, but for creating harmony in the world around you. Speaking with attention transforms a simple act into a practice of consciousness. Daily repetition, when paired with awareness, becomes an act of creation, planting seeds of clarity, positivity, and presence that grow over time. By giving your full attention to the words you speak, you awaken their true power, shaping both your inner world and the way you engage with life. Over time, this practice cultivates a mind that is alert, a heart that is open, and a life that flows with greater ease and purpose. The way you begin your day has a profound effect on the way you experience everything that follows. The first moments after waking are like the first brushstrokes on a blank canvas. They set the tone for the colors, shapes, and patterns that will emerge throughout the day. If your mind is calm, focused, and centered in these early moments, the day naturally flows with more clarity, energy, and purpose. Conversely, if you start with distraction, worry, or negativity, the day often feels heavy, fragmented, and stressful. When you consciously speak lines of gratitude, possibility, and release first thing in the morning, you are directing your attention toward what truly matters. Gratitude reminds you of the abundance already present in your life. Possibility awakens your capacity to grow and create, and release clears the weight of fear, doubt, and tension. Together, these practices prime your mind and body to respond to the day with openness rather than resistance. They serve as a foundation for calm, focus, and intentional action. The morning is a particularly potent time for shaping your mental and emotional state because the mind is fresh and highly receptive. Thoughts that arise in these moments have a strong influence on your mood, energy, and perception for the rest of the day. By choosing to repeat these lines with attention and feeling, you plant seeds of positivity that grow as the day unfolds. This small daily practice becomes a way to take control of your inner environment before external circumstances begin to dictate it. When you begin your day with clarity and intention, challenges that arise feel less overwhelming. Obstacles are met with composure because your mind is anchored in a perspective of gratitude, potential, and freedom from unnecessary burdens. The simple act of starting the day in alignment shifts your approach to tasks, interactions, and decisions, allowing you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Over time, this creates a rhythm where presence and ease naturally become part of your daily experience. The first moments after waking are an opportunity to set the tone for your life, not just for the day. By repeating lines of gratitude, possibility, and release each morning, you cultivate an inner state that is resilient, centered, and expansive. This practice transforms ordinary mornings into a ritual of self-alignment, preparing you to move through life with greater awareness, peace, and effectiveness. The way you begin your day shapes the life you live, and small intentional practices in these early moments can have lasting, powerful effects. When you speak to yourself in silence, you engage with your deepest self in a way that words spoken outwardly often cannot reach. Inward speech is intimate and personal, free from the distractions and judgments of the external world. When these words carry feeling and awareness, they resonate deeply within your consciousness, influencing your thoughts, emotions, and behavior in subtle but profound ways. This practice allows you to create a mental environment that supports clarity, focus, and inner calm. Your inner dialogue is constantly shaping your perception of life, whether you are aware of it or not. Thoughts that arise silently in your mind form the lens through which you interpret experiences, respond to challenges, and relate to others. By consciously choosing the words you repeat inwardly, you can transform this lens, shifting from negativity, doubt, or fear toward positivity, possibility, and peace. The quality of your inner speech directly determines the quality of your life experience. When you speak these lines silently with attention, they begin to influence your emotional state more effectively than outward speech done mechanically. The mind responds to repeated, heartfelt words, creating neural patterns that support growth, resilience, and clarity. Over time, these patterns become habits of consciousness, allowing you an intentional life. Your inner dialogue becomes a source of strength, clarity, and guidance, shaping not only your perception of reality, but also the way you move through it. Daily practice of silent, mindful speech transforms the ordinary inner chatter into a powerful force for personal growth and inner peace. Do not underestimate the power of simplicity in shaping your life. Often, the most profound changes begin with small, seemingly ordinary actions that are practiced consistently over time. The mind and body respond to repetition, and even a few carefully chosen words, when spoken with awareness, can create subtle shifts that grow into lasting transformation. What appears simple on the surface carries within it the potential to redirect your entire energy and focus. Consistency is the hidden force behind meaningful change. Grand gestures or occasional efforts may feel impressive, but they rarely create lasting impact. It is the daily commitment to simple practices that strengthens your inner foundation and aligns your thoughts, emotions, and actions. By repeating a few conscious words every day, you are not only training your mind, but also establishing a rhythm that gradually shapes your perception, behavior, and overall life experience. Even the smallest words, when spoken with intention, carry energy that influences your inner world. These words act as seeds planted in the fertile soil of your mind. With regular attention, they take root, grow, and begin to manifest in your daily actions and interactions. What may seem insignificant at first can, over time, reshape patterns of thought, dissolve negativity, and cultivate a sense of clarity, purpose, and peace. The simplicity of this practice also makes it accessible to everyone. You do not need elaborate rituals, special tools, or extraordinary circumstances to begin. A few conscious words repeated daily with mindfulness can serve as a powerful anchor amidst the distractions and chaos of life. This accessibility ensures that transformation is not reserved for a select few, but is available to anyone willing to commit to consistency and awareness. Small, simple actions hold immense power when applied with focus and dedication. Repeating a few conscious words every day is a practice that compounds over time, gradually transforming your inner landscape and, as a result, your outer life. By honoring the simplicity and consistency of this practice, you tap into a force that quietly yet profoundly shifts your existence, proving that even the smallest steps can lead to remarkable transformation. As you continue to speak your chosen lines every day, they are not meant to remain static. Life itself is constantly changing, and so is your consciousness. What feels powerful and meaningful today may take on an entirely new depth tomorrow. By allowing these lines to evolve with you, you honor the natural growth of your mind and spirit. Each repetition becomes a living experience rather than a mechanical ritual, carrying new insight, feeling, and awareness as you change. The evolution of these lines reflects the subtle shifts in your understanding of yourself and the world around you. As your awareness deepens, the words begin to resonate in ways that were previously unnoticed. You may discover new layers of meaning, emotions that were hidden, or insights that transform your perception of life. This ongoing growth allows the practice to remain relevant and alive, ensuring that it continues to support your inner development rather than becoming a routine that loses its impact. Connection is the key to this transformative process. It is not enough to simply repeat words, you must feel them, understand them and integrate them into your consciousness. When you engage with the lines fully, each word becomes a bridge between your intention and your experience. This connection strengthens the influence of your daily practice, allowing it to shape not only your thoughts but also your actions, emotions and interactions with the world. Allowing your lines to evolve also encourages flexibility and adaptability in life. As your circumstances, understanding and perspective shift, so too can your words reflect these changes. This dynamic approach prevents stagnation and nurtures a living, responsive practice that grows alongside you. By embracing evolution, you learn to remain present, attentive and engaged with the continuous flow of life rather than clinging to fixed routines or rigid expectations. The power of daily words lies not merely in repetition, but in their ability to adapt and grow with you. When you allow your lines to evolve, you cultivate a practice that mirrors the fluidity of consciousness itself. Each day becomes an opportunity to deepen your connection, expand your understanding, and experience life with renewed clarity and vitality. Through this evolving practice, your words remain a source of inspiration, guidance, and transformation throughout your journey. Ultimately, these lines serve as a powerful way to reclaim your attention from the constant noise and chaos of the world. In the midst of distractions, demands, and endless activity, it is easy to lose connection with your own inner life. By speaking these lines daily, you intentionally draw your focus inward, reminding yourself that your attention is a resource that must be directed with care. This act becomes a gentle yet profound way to center yourself, cutting through the clutter and regaining clarity in your mind. These lines act as anchors, grounding you in the present moment and reconnecting you to the essence of life itself. When you repeat them, you are reminded that you are not simply a passive observer of circumstances, but an active participant in your own existence. Anchoring yourself through conscious words allows you to experience life more fully with awareness and presence, rather than being swept along by external events or internal restlessness. It is a way to stabilize your energy and cultivate a sense of balance amid uncertainty. Speaking these lines also strengthens your connection to yourself. In the business of daily life, it is easy to become disconnected from your own thoughts, feelings, and inner wisdom. By setting aside even a few moments each day to repeat meaningful words, you create a space for self-reflection and self-alignment. This daily practice fosters an ongoing dialogue with your own consciousness, allowing you to become more attuned to your needs, intentions, and inner guidance. These lines are not meant to be empty repetition or a mechanical ritual. They are reminders that life is alive within you, that each moment contains the possibility for awareness, growth, and presence. When spoken consciously, they serve as a gentle call to awaken from autopilot, to notice the richness of your own existence, and to engage with life more fully. Over time, this awareness transforms small daily habits into a meaningful rhythm that nurtures both clarity and joy. By making the practice of these lines a daily habit, you cultivate a subtle yet profound shift in your consciousness. They remind you that your attention is precious, your presence matters, and your life is not separate from the world, but intertwined with it. Through this practice, you learn to move through each day with a sense of grounded awareness, a heart open to possibility, and a mind attuned to the living energy within and around you.